Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. Last time, we made our way through a pretty sizable portion of the Samsara tunnels. Now we're in the northern tunnels. We reached this save point, we got through the water pump maze, but also we found out that a couple of Brutes members have been torn to shreds, which, Looper was leaving them alive before, so that doesn't sound good. But for now, oh, this looks really nice, actually. I don't know, there's just something about water areas sometimes in games. Just peaceful looking waters. There's just a nice quality to it. Of course, these peaceful looking waters are infested with starfish demons. Ah, dang it. Yeah, Revert is a bit of an annoying thing to go up against. Oh, except it doesn't work against people in human form. Unfortunately, it's not counted as a null if it hits someone in human form, so the enemy still keeps their press turns. Yeah, Decorabias weren't that much of a threat on their own, but in multiples, that could actually be problematic. However, you're weak to Tentarafu. Finally, we actually panicked somebody. I can't believe that we never did that before. I guess you can Devil Feast that one. Oh, that sucks. That means I don't get experience from you. Okay, well, you've said no to being in the human form party today. Oh, yeah, it would have been really funny if the 10 damage rifle shot actually killed it. I need to see if I have better ammo for her, because that rifle is not doing much at all. So let me just quickly check. So we've got, I keep thinking it's in set ammo. Oh yeah, I have way better things. Nerve shot. Yeah, everyone's definitely got better things right now, though Heat's at the moment sucks, but Heat's gun kind of sucks in general. And I remember people in part 1 were saying, like, why would you be using Heat's gun? It sucks. But no, it's really good in the first dungeon specifically just for the fire combo. After that, it's not great. Hi there, these are Gorgons, and obviously we can tell they're Gorgons because they're trying to petrify us. So, the spyglass won't work because this is considered a mini-boss, being a trap chest, but Gorgons literally means frightful one. They're snake people from Greek mythology. In some myths, they're a trio of sisters, and Medusa is one of them. The other two are immortal, but she wasn't. They are weak to fire, strong against ice, elect force, and repel death. There's quite a few things that repel death in this dungeon. But, okay, so they're weak to fire. Guess I might want to use my fire items here. Firebomb. It was always really funny to me how Gorgons were, like, wearing crop tops in this game. Well, in a lot of SMT games, but yeah. It looks kind of weird, but anyway, they're still some... I mean, the design's pretty mythologically accurate apart from that. Obviously, they will try and petrify you. Though I think the original Gorgons of Greek myth, I don't know if they even petrified or not. There's a lot of focus on things petrifying people in Greek mythology, actually. Okay, we now have something mastered, but we have to swing by the terminal anyway. They dropped an attack mirror too, okay, Mediarama, Closed or Closed? I'm not really sure what that's called. It's always been a weird name for a skill to me, but it's the one that cures mute. So I think it's supposed to be like I think in some games mute was translated as close. I guess like closing your mouth, but I don't know, I prefer silence. But yeah, there's a lot of things to call that. I like in the games that treat mute as more than just, or silence as more than just preventing magic casting. Like in some of the Fire Emblem games, you actually can't do support conversations if you're silenced, and you can't do any recruitments that require talking. I ran into that problem, in a significant fashion back in my very old Sacred Stones playthrough on this channel, where, let's just say that Lachesis got silenced and it prevented me from recruiting a certain character. That was really funny. I mean, I did eventually recruit him, but it was just, I didn't know that, like, and then it logically makes sense. I just thought it was kind of interesting that it's like, oh yeah, silenced units can't talk. So I couldn't actually do the recruitment. Wait, no, it was La Rochelle, not Lachesis, sorry. Wrong troubadour. And next is, funny, Calm Spirit, Death Spirits, Diarahan, and Petrardy. Yeah, you don't get the petrification cure until quite late. So you can actually get revived. You know what? Oh, no, that's, yeah, definitely not enough marker. Summer Rakam is pretty decent. Well, actually, I lie. Summer Rakam gets outclassed at one point for reasons. Oh, nobody has Makakaja yet. But also, that's too expensive. But Calm Death is, I mean, actually, Yeah, I think I'll get you further on the Zahn line. So I keep kind of flip-flopping. So what I was saying about Calm Death is, like, Calm Death instantly kills all enemies that are affected with sleep. It was called Eternal Rest in Nocturne, and I think that's a lot cooler. But, yeah. The reason why I've said Calm Death might not really be the best thing out there is because... Okay, I'm going to take my own advice here and not my own mental advice, because I didn't actually say this in commentary out loud, and not transform Gale, because then he will be weak to them. But what I was saying was... So, like, if enemies are asleep in this game, you can just instantly kill them with instant death hunt skills anyway. So, like, why would you need a skill that is instant death to sleeping enemies if you can just do that and get more AP out of it? I forget if it's like I've never really used Eternal Rest of my own volition in Nocturne. I presume it would be decent, but Eternal Rest is mainly just annoying for how it's used on enemies. Because obviously anything that instantly kills the player is a bad thing, or at least a mechanic that will become annoying. Ah! Died to the neutron poison. Okay, you are now at level 40. Yeah, that magic stat's actually looking really good. I forgot our magic got this high at this level. But now, yeah, I guess we can go, Heat, Gale, Cielo, the same combo that we used at the start of the dungeon. Because it's just kind of coming full circle. Yeah, I remember seeing a guide that was like, oh, at this point you probably don't even need to like waste marker on Cielo because he's bad. No, he's not. Huh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thing is, if you've seen the way the story's gone so far, you probably saw this coming. Like, they obviously would need to give us an excuse to actually fight Looper. Even though Looper promised to let us kill him, weirdly. I think that's what he implied by saying that he'll let us have his head. But, yeah. There had to be an excuse for us to fight all the tribe leaders. So Janana went berserk earlier, and now it's Looper's turn to go berserk. But the situation here is a little different to how it was with her, which we'll see in a moment. Member of the Brute, his body is in shreds. It doesn't look in shreds. Yeah, obviously limited graphics can't really show that, but clearly this is supposed to be a very gruesome sight. I mean, that's what they're saying, but like, I mean, I kind of spoiled it, but yeah. The guy there who said that Looper went and looked as if he never even, also the thing on the map showing our camera is kind of going a bit weird right now. It's pointing in the wrong direction. That code normally shows your field of vision, but for some reason it's not, it's pointing backwards, even though I'm definitely not facing backwards. But, yeah, so looking at, like, Looper looking at him like he didn't even know him, that's kind of foreshadowing that something is going on here. Please don't get countered to death by a Mothman. Okay, barely did not get countered to death by a Mothman. That would have been embarrassing. Well, he got zapped to death by a Mothman. Okay, Cielo probably needs to get Devil Feast, now that I think about it. He's the only one here who doesn't have that, and, yeah. See, now I am what... Well, okay. On the one hand, if I don't get Cocytus before the boss, it will be, probably a good thing, because if I do get Cocytus before the boss is going to be an absolute joke. Also, we have multiple layers now, so that is something, in this dungeon to be aware of. Cherubim has been mastered, so we have Hammer-On, Rakunda, and Makatora. Rakunda is really the, one that I actually wanted. I'm gonna actually check up. I said actually too much. I'm gonna check up this ladder though. Oh, it's nothing but a chest. Yeah, the upper areas rarely lead to progress, I find. Okay, well, he did get countered to death by a Mothman in the end. I am potentially in trouble right now, or as a certain actual Archie comic Sonic dialogue would say, in very deep yogurt. Yes, that is an actual line from that comic, and that is, well, I mean, considering Archie Sonic, I'm not really surprised. It was early Archie Sonic, but still. Yes, as part of my Sonic brain rot the year I recorded this, I've gone on a journey researching into the Archie Sonic comic, and it's something. But okay. Oh, actually, luck noise. Speaking of research, someone in the comments pointed it out to me. I'm going to have to correct myself for some mistakes I made earlier. So, you do want bad luck for the super boss. It's not because luck makes you resist ailments more, though. It's because the higher your luck is, the greater your chance of recovering from an ailment every turn. The temporary ones, at least. Actually, for the super boss, you want bad luck on Cielo. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, you want bad luck on everyone. But, so yeah. So the point about having low luck for the super boss, it's not because it makes you more likely to be hit by sleep. It's because if you do get put to sleep, you have a lower chance of waking up at the start of your turn. That's the real reason you want low luck. Okay, well, there's a terminal up there, which is cool, because we just maxed out a mantra. They are pretty generous with karma terminals in this dungeon. It's kind of like, reminds me of, like, yeah, like, even Nocturne is surprisingly generous with save points. These old-style SMT games, you often don't really have to repeat a lot if you die. Depending on, exactly where you die, though. Yeah, here's the question. Where do I go from here? I mean, having another person with more of these buffs is good, but yeah, with Cielo's hard, because I kind of have to balance between... I've already got him all the ailments, so now it's all about balancing between elect skills and buffs and stuff. I personally really like making Cielo a support character, so I think I'll actually go for more buffs on him. Just because him being a support character kind of fits with his whole resilience against, like, ailments and high evasion rate. And lacking in elemental weakness. He's a surprisingly sturdy party member for somebody who's, like, not really super, high in the vitality department. And now comes the question of which path is the right way. Like I said, I'm not, like, again, hugely familiar with this dungeon in terms of, like, where everything is. Again, reasons why Cielo is amazing. And now Heat dines on Morph. Oh, that's not quite a max. He could probably max that with, like, one more fight, but I'm not going to go out of my way to grind if I don't need to. You don't really need to grind in this game for the main story. For the post-game, maybe, but for the main story, not so much. But okay, through here, we can go around and around these winding pathways. There's another Brutes member there. And there's a yellow wall, which I can break. I mean, King is getting there. Oh, speaking of King getting there, I actually think there's a field hunt coming up. There is definitely a field hunt in this dungeon. But yeah, we can strangely break this to be able to snake around the middle section of these passages. Despite being, like, mostly linear-looking paths... Oh, this leads nowhere. Oh, well. It does do a few creative things with the dungeon design here. It's like, this game is basically all dungeons, but every dungeon is fairly unique, at least. Well, I mean, I say that and I'm talking about this specific dungeon, which is the only one that does get repeated. Which does make it a lot of people's least favorite part of the game, but I think it's fine, personally. My least favorite part of the game is already passed. Yeah, there's surprisingly few things that, oh hey, yeah, confused enemies can sometimes drop items. You don't really want to rely on it. A lot of the items they drop aren't, like, the best, but, yeah. But yeah, there's actually quite few enemies that fully resist panic, so Tentarafu is a pretty reliable source of damage against most things. So is this the field hunt? No, okay. Well, we know this can't be the correct path because it is through a yellow wall, and the walls are all optional. We can see a chest down there. Okay, there is a save point here. Oh, I was hoping I'd see this encounter. So this is actually interesting. I'm going to go ahead and scan this, because if I remember right, this pixie is really low level. Yeah, level 1, has 300 HP, Dia Zeo Megadola on. Actually, hang on, I want to look this up for a second, because I feel like it has exactly one magic too low to cast that. MP, I mean. Oh, no, it's 60 MP, so definitely can't cast it. But if you leave the pixie alive, it does something interesting. It will summon a high pixie. And so let's scan that. Pixie, in fact, this is actually the first time I think Pixie has appeared in this game at all. Pixie is just, a type of fairy from English folklore, and this is a high Pixie, which is a higher ranked version of Pixie. Strong against Earth, Drain Elect, Null, it has no weaknesses, okay. Huh. But you can still, I guess, put it to sleep and then eat it. That's probably the best way to deal with it. But if we leave the high Pixie alive... Pixie ran away. High Pixie summons Queen Mab. The first appearance of Queen Mab, I believe, in folklore was in William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. He says that she's the fairy's midwife. But anyway, Queen Mabs. Strong against fire, ice, elect, and force. Repel, earth, and death. Yeah. Also has magic repel. So, I'm thinking power charge attacks on this thing. Because I feel like there is a better than average chance that a high Pixie is going to bail. I mean, I could try and Dentarafu. Okay, it took a little bit of damage, but now I'm going to power charge. No, you're staying here and using Ziongo, okay. Okay, yeah, there's Magic Repel. So that's this game's equivalent of Makarakan. It bounces back all magic, and that will kill your press turns if you use magic. So, because of that, I'm going to use a Ki Blast power charged. That sounded painful. That sounded even more painful. But they do, I think, if you devour them, they give a somewhat decent amount of AP. Not as much as Titanias, though. Eating Titanias is one of this game's main methods of grinding. Actually, it's mostly because, I'll take this. This is Theory Cell. That was our reward for breaking the yellow wall. Why is there a save point in here? I guess so that you can more easily teleport back somewhere, I guess. Also, these things can make reinforcements happen too. Insert ambush spawns. Well, they're not technically ambush spawns because we get a turn before we get to act. But yeah, insert ambush spawns joke here. Oh, I didn't know Fornius could show up outside of the underwater areas. I thought this was only in the underwater areas. But okay, we have Fornius again. Still, they should have at least pitched down its sound. But okay, now we have Zanma, Shockwave, and Force Repel. Oh no, it's a long way back to that terminal though, so I probably should not be doing that right now. But I do want to max out Heat's Mantra just so I can get another one right here. Oh, you again. Pfft, okay. I got scared for a moment, but then I was like, oh wait, no, it's not going to do that. I do like these, like in a game with random encounters, sometimes little gimmick encounters like this can be fun. I feel like the majority of players would just immediately kill the Pixie and not know about this gimmick though. But yeah, I think the reason why people like to farm Titanias is because Titanias also drops Theory Cells, so you get a lot of marker fighting them too. Oh yeah, and here's actually another cool feature about games with press turns. By managing your passing correctly, you can use power charge and an attack in the same turn. Okay, another one to the level 40 club. Not quite 40 in stats though. And one more fight should max out Heat's Mantra. And that is Ice Wolf. Mabufala, Ice Drain, but I'm mostly going down that track just so that you'll have access to resist ice later. Of course, if you were completely focusing just on those central mantra, you probably could have the resist skills by now. Okay, is there any one of the physical mantras that I can? Oh, there's this one. Kind of think of it, in my first playthrough, I think I actually had Argilla further along. I'm pretty sure Pixie made that death noise in Nocturne. It has been told to me that the demon death noises are not the same as Nocturne, and that's kind of understandable now that I realize it, because, obvious, because I remember now, like, there's a certain demon in this game who definitely sounds different than it does in Nocturne. Oh, hey, I got a second Mothman that time. Over here, though, there is another Brutes member. It appears he was brutally maimed. Okay, so whatever the beast is that's doing this stuff, he's made his way over here. Revival gem, I will take that. Meanwhile, the body was torn to pieces, then left for dead. But we kind of have to take their word for it. It is just, like, I did mention back at the start of this that this game is way less gory than it seems, and, it's kind of weird because, like, I know that, like, a lot of the concepts in this game seem really dark, but it is a kind of, this is one of the few places where maybe the game could have benefited from actually maybe showing a bit of these injuries, because, like, you just see these models that are just totally fine, and we have to take the game's word for it, they've been horribly named. Not that I'm really wanting to see that kind of thing. I personally don't like gore. That's why I'm okay with these games. There's more gore in the sequel, but it's still not, like, hugely bad in that regard. Oh yeah, there's Hresvelgrs who can show up in here. And I already forgot what it was weak to. I think it's weak to Zeo, but it's really weak to being put to sleep and then om-nom-nommed. Like that. And oh yes. Oh no. Oh, yes! Oh, no, really? Okay. I mean, I'm worried. Oh, actually, no, I can keep passing and then get another chance, but I might still fail, because lol. Really? Okay. Still asleep, though. Okay, I was worried for a moment that Surf would run out of HP. Okay, no stomachache, that's good. But yeah, they're worth a lot of AP. Megado, Cocytus, and Null Sleep. So if I was, like, translating, I would have called Null Sleep Sleepwalker. Yeah, allows evasion of enemy attacks while asleep. It's actually perfect evasion. But... Cocytus. Moderate damage, ice, random. Oh, I am so looking forward to trying this out. It'd be even better once I have Ice Amp. Actually, I want to cut in here. I still think Cocytus is decent, but I had some rose-colored glasses from my first playthrough. It's not the be-all, end-all I make it out to be. It's a good encounter sweeper against multiple targets, but Bufudine is generally more reliable against single enemies, a fact that I will become aware of a little later, but I recorded ahead. Just wanted to get that out there. Also, it's funny how the waterfall sound continues into the menu, but okay. Gonna check down here in case there's a chest. There probably is some kind of item down here. Getting closer to the original terminal. Oh, hi there, Hresvelgrs. Would you like... I mean, okay, 20 MP is fairly steep, even for Surf. But... you repel that! There we go. Get out of here, you oversized chicken. We don't want no boinging ice in our face today. 31 dismutes. Yeah, I think I got enough of those. Mute is annoying, and you want 99 of them for the super boss because it really likes to mute you. And I thought so. There's this over here. And this would be... I had a feeling it was a type of ammo. Who has the worst ammo here? Oh, it was Heat. Attack power 120. No special effects, but 120 is kind of nice. Still not good enough for a Moikane, though. Okay. You may resist all magic, but... because that is insane. And we didn't even get any freezes that time. Also, look, there's another save point up there. And that is actually making me want to check out the other pathway. Now I'm starting to think that I went the wrong way. Well, I mean, I guess we can show off Pete's new ammo here. Only 62 damage with the best bullet that I have? Yes, I love Surf's handgun because it's insanely strong. Hey, you did not deserve the kill there. At all. At least Maiden's progressing pretty quickly. Now, everything is gonna look disappointing compared to Cocytus, but... oh, actually, no, I was already working on a Mantua with Surf, so I don't need to spend any additional marker right now. I was working on... Ice Master, because that will get me Ice Amp, and that, yeah... not even amped. Hashtag not even amped for the damage from that Bufu. Cocytus, it's way more than simple Bufu. Strange presence. Okay, let's open. That's a lot of brutes. And that crazy dog dude. Yeah, true. We and that guy are the only leaders besides Varen left, so if both of us die, then the brutes win. Obviously can't let that happen. And it's the 3 keys. Kinki is the gold Oni. Fuki, Suiki, Kinki. I need to get rid of this one so that I can actually use Cocytus. Oh, hi there. It'd be really funny if I actually got the... Nope, didn't get it on the others. Oh, right, yeah, you don't like Force. Wait, no, I'm dumb. No, I meant Zeo. Oh, Mazandine. That looks cool, but... Mazeodine. Yeah, at least we got that... Okay, I'll make the excuse that I was doing that just to show off the combo attack. But okay, what is Kinki resistant to? Kinki is Null, Elec, and Death, strong against ailments, weak to Earth. And Fuki is not immune to Ice, which means I can do this. Oh, look, you're frozen. How about that? You're still not dead, though. However, I can still get a press turn off of you with this. Now you're dead. And Cocytus again. Okay, yeah, it can be a little unreliable because someone's can only hit once. But even then, 40% chance of freeze. Uh-oh, that's bad. Void Charm? I'm confused. You're not even weak to that. And I just needed one more gentle tap. Okay, getting pretty high in Maiden. We also got some more cells, so once we get access to another terminal, I'll be able to unload those for even more marker. And yeah, we're in the same floor as that other thing. I guess when I enter this door, I can look over and see if if the other area is a dead end or not. Or I can just, you know, not see anything from here. Could you please not show up right now, Hresvelgrs? You know, actually, I don't think I've shown this. Yeah, there is a bit of an animation when you take damage from poison. Down here. And I probably should have gone that other way first, but oh, hi there. Over this bridge and up to another bridge. Oh, there's another... Why are there Karma terminals, like, everywhere? I feel like they're a little too generous with save points, this dungeon. What letter are they up to right now? F. Yeah, I think this is the first dungeon to go all the way to F. I feel like soon we're going to be linking up with that other path that just led to, like, a chest, which I think might actually be over here. Oh, you're new. You are... When I looked at your name in isolation, I thought you were related to the Onis, but no, it's not. It's Tanki. This comes from Chinese mythology. It's an earth spirit, and there aren't really many accounts of what it actually looks like. So here it's just a big turtle. Weak to earth and ailments. Okay. Interesting. Oh, very resilient to physical, though. And I have Earth on Surf. That rhymes. Yeah, I thought you'd survive that. I like that. I like how it just bangs the ground like that, but... Mind Scream. Okay, that finally inflicted stun. It doesn't often inflict stun. But yeah, Surf is, he's actually getting a little bit, like, into the point where he's having trouble with MP just because of Cocytus. So that is its downside. So Cocytus OP except against Hresvelgrs. Yeah, here it is. Here's that chest. Power Noise, definitely good to have. I'll go for to heat. Okay, that's Karma done. So you have Marin, Karen, Rakukaja, and Sukukaja. Not Makakaja, though, not yet. In any other game, that would be... in most games, that would be all 3 of the buffs, but... I'm so tempted just to, like, warp back to the big terminal and go for that other area and just see if there's anything I missed down there. At least here we can get some of our MP back. Oh, right, Cielo needs a new mantra. Yeah, nobody has Makunda yet. So maybe you're... Oh, actually, no, it is actually a race to see who of him and Gale gets to debilitate first. I think Gale has a head start, but they're both well on their way. Of course, right after I leave, I master another mantra. Charm / close call and min critical. Moderate damage, physical, charm one enemy. Min critical is just, yeah, critical rate increased for regular attacks during minimum solar noise. But close call is interesting. When close call is in your moveset, it means that anytime you die, you revert to human form with 1 HP, but it only works once per battle. Close call is the other way to survive the super boss's ultimate attack, by the way. And that's typical Cocytus behavior. Double level up. And now I am at 90, so I can actually start doing Vitality. But yeah, 3 more level ups from now, and I'll have 99 magic on Surf. From Maiden, the next one is too expensive for that Sakura Rage, Life Gain, Fizz Resist, which is kind of cool, and Max Critical. But yeah, Heat's pretty much only got the really expensive physical mantras left. Like, look how far he's gone in that part of the grid. Could go for more fire, I guess. Could also try and get some buffs on Heat. That's actually still decent too. Okay, now finally I check out this area and see if I made the mistake of not exploring this before. It's just there was a save point there. I thought it was the way to progress. So down this linear corridor, we end up in here, and I have a suspicion I know what's coming. Well, you guys just standing there using Fire Drain was not my suspicion. But I'll take that. Again, Cielo just really coming in clutch with that, with those ailment immunities you can just get easily on him. And I think you should, yeah, you have just barely enough to do Devil Feast, to do Great Feast. And now, yeah, you're actually ahead of, Cielo and Gale. Yeah, it was just a one chest, so I should have explored this earlier. Great Chakra is fine, but... Yep, now excuse me, I'm gonna have to go back and go all the way into... Yeah. And now Gale is the one most behind, which is actually kind of rare. And Argilla as Earthlord. I think I will set Materazi over Avalanche, because it's a little more reliable against large groups of Mothmen. And is a lot more Dekarabias than I'm used to. And now Gale's caught up. Hasn't gained magic in a few levels though. Probably need to restock my disc cursors soon too. Okay, being my main Earth user, I should probably splurge for the Pterodyne on you. And now with that crazy detour out of the way, we can finally proceed onward. We're still in Northern Tunnels 1. Ah, and there's a heal point here. That makes me a little bit concerned of what's coming up. Yeah, gonna pay a little bit to restore here. Oh, we can actually go behind that waterfall too. But before going in there, if I'm remembering right, through here might be... We'll see. There's a second pump maze in this dungeon that's optional. Ah, through the waterfall, though, is this yellow wall. And through it, we can equip the oxygen tank and drop into this optional water pump maze. This one is more complicated, and I believe, yeah, water pump B. If I'm looking at the right map, yeah, this is the one that leads to the an optional thing. So from the start, we need to head like as far as we can up here, and then I think we need to head down from here. Then down again. Should take us around a corner. Then forward. And then down twice. half already, but don't worry too much just yet. So now we're all the way over here. Now we head up by 1. And here, there is an exclamation mark. Oh, they do actually make Decorabius show up here. That's cool. No Fornius that time, though, but now Heat has Miragion and Fire Drain. But at this pump, this reverses the current. So from here, we go down. Yeah, all the currents are taking us the reverse direction to where they took us the first time. And now forward twice. I said forward twice. And this will put us up to max, but it doesn't kick us out until it goes back down to min. Up 1. Up 1 again. Through here. Sense of foreboding pervades the area. Yeah, we're almost done. Just 2 more steps. Actually 3 more steps, technically, and it should be over. First one is through here. You cut it pretty tight on this puzzle. But the reward is worth it. Yeah, here we go down, and after this encounter, we're home free. Because from here, there really should only be one more path to take. This takes us all the way this way. And yeah, from here, again, like I said, home free. We climb up this ladder. And we claim our prize, which is the red key. Now we have all 3 of the keys. And there was actually a red door earlier in this dungeon, but it was way earlier, like right at the very beginning of the dungeon. So I'm not going to take care of that until later. A ladder going up here, and another ladder. And another ladder. Hi, Hresvelgrs. Almost at Fire Lord. Okay, we have a blue wall, a yellow wall here, more Devoured Brutes members. I think we will be continuing through this part of the tunnels next time. So, I'll see you all then for the end of the tunnels and the boss.